Absolute darkness. The chilling sound of wet breathing echoes in the void. A soldier's flashlight beam violently pierces the darkness, revealing a horrifying pulsing ceiling above. A soldier screams in agony as his body violently transforms into jagged glass shards. In his final moments, the soldier cries, "They said it wasn't airborne." They lied. In a sterile briefing room, the soldiers sit, their faces etched with apprehension and resolve. The general stands tall, his stern gaze sweeping across the room, projecting unwavering authority. Holographic displays flicker ominously, casting an eerie glow as contamination reports paint a grim picture of Zone Delta. "Your mission is to secure Zone Delta and contain the outbreak," the general declares. "It is paramount that you follow protocol to the letter. I assure you, the situation is under control." In the depths of Biohazard Zone Delta, Sergeant Miller leads Private Jenkins and their squad down a decaying corridor, the walls pulsating with an alien life. The remains of a soldier, shattered into glass, serve as a stark warning, echoing in Private Jenkins' horrified stare. Sergeant Miller, steely-eyed, orders them forward, deeper into the abyss, his resolve a shield against the encroaching dread. Dripping sounds and distant groans amplify the suffocating atmosphere, each step a descent further into the unknown. Quarantine tents burn fiercely, casting long shadows across the barricaded zone. Coughing crowds surge against the military roadblocks, desperation etched on their faces. Soldiers in hazmat suits struggle to contain the chaos, their movements frantic and strained. A voice echoes through the turmoil. The Contagion Protocol was never supposed to be activated. In the sterile expanse of the high-tech laboratory, bathed in clinical light, scientists clad in protective gear move with frenzied urgency. Dr. Anna Reed, her face etched with determination and exhaustion, stares intently at a monitor. The narrator's voice echoes, revealing the chilling truth. The bioweapon, codenamed Chimera, was engineered to target genetic markers in hostile populations. One strain, one purpose: controlled eradication. Frustration mounts as Anna slams her fist on the table, the sound sharp against the sterile backdrop, her voice laced with urgency. Anna cries out, "It's mutating too fast, we can't keep up!" A bustling street scene suddenly descends into chaos as unseen horror erupts. Victims convulse violently, their bodies betraying a horrifying transformation as black liquid spews forth. Grotesque mutations rapidly consume the infected, twisting them into monstrous parodies of their former selves. A monstrous figure lunges, its mutated form a terrifying harbinger of the Chimera virus's unpredictable nature. The narrator's voice whispers of Chimera's mutations, but Chimera mutated. Every infected host became a new strain, and every strain did something different. The abandoned grocery store stands like a hollow skeleton against the night, its dark windows staring out into the void. Moonlight dances on the remnants of broken glass, scattered like lost memories across the asphalt. Rusted shopping carts lie abandoned, scattered symbols of forgotten commerce and broken dreams. The wind whispers through the broken doorways, carrying tales of desolation and echoing silence. An eerie stillness blankets the scene, broken only by the mournful howl of the wind. In the skeletal remains of a grocery store, a fragile circle of survivors seeks refuge against encroaching shadows and unspoken fears. Mara's anxious gaze sweeps over the desolate scene, each flickering candle casting long, distorted shadows that amplify their isolation. Jax stands as a vigilant sentinel, his hand never straying far from his weapon, a silent promise of protection in a world consumed by chaos. Amidst the oppressive tension, Lila finds solace in her art, her pencil dancing across the page, creating a world where she still has control. Jax pierces Colt with a stare of pure suspicion as the candlelight dances, turning shadows into monstrous figures. Jax, his voice a low growl, declares, "We can't stay here. Someone here's carrying something. I can smell it." Mara retorts sharply, "You smell fear. That's all any of us have left." Colt defends himself, his voice strained. It's not me. You'd be dead already if it was me. Flakes fall from Colt's face, a silent rain of decay that fuels the paranoia. In the sterile yet worn laboratory, Mara stands silhouetted against the holographic display, its glow casting long shadows across her hardened features. Archived footage flickers across the screen, mirroring in her eyes the weight of past horrors and present dangers. Her voice echoes through the lab, a somber reflection on humanity's shattered hopes. The first survivors thought they were immune. The chilling truth settles in the air. Then the mutations began. Each host became a unique weapon. In the sterile hospital room, a man speaks with deceptive calm, unseen. A silent killer stirs within the doctor. A sudden, agonizing clutch at the chest signals the horrific transformation. Arteries rupture. A visceral explosion of life turned violently inward. The room becomes a tableau of sudden, shocking demise. The calm words hang in stark contrast to the gruesome spectacle. In the sterile laboratory, Mara turns, her face a stark mask of grim determination. Behind her, a holographic display shimmers, revealing the dormant virus cell. Its potential for destruction lurks beneath the surface, a silent promise of chaos. Mara's voice echoes with a darker tone. Some strains kill instantly, others wait inside you for days. The camera focuses on the virus cell, magnifying its sinister promise. Amidst the grocery store's wreckage, Jax, Colt, and Mara stand amidst the chaos. Jax raises his gun, the cold steel aimed directly at Colt. His face hardens, a mask of grim resolve settling over his features. Jax's voice cuts through the silence. I saw what this thing does. His justification echoes. Out there? It's better to shoot first, ask questions never. Tension explodes as Mara boldly steps between Colt and Jax, a human shield against impending violence. Mara's unwavering resolve cuts through the charged atmosphere as she declares, if he dies and his strain is airborne, we all go with him. Her voice resonates with urgency, a desperate plea for reason amidst chaos. She commands with steely determination. We move him out slowly. The grocery store buzzes with fluorescent light and oblivious shoppers, unaware of the impending storm. Suddenly, a hush falls as Lila's voice shatters the mundane, silencing the hum of everyday life. A sea of faces turns toward Lila, each one a mirror reflecting disbelief and shock. Lila's vulnerability is laid bare, a subtle tremor in her lips, and wide-eyed fear betraying her inner turmoil. The air thickens with unspoken questions as Lila whispers, "It's me." Lila cowers in the heart of the decrepit cabin, the air thick with dread. Scraping sounds echo around her, and she is visibly terrified. Her trembling hands betray her inner turmoil as she whispers, "I can't control it." The windows rattle ominously as unseen forces test the cabin's defenses. A cacophony of slams erupts as dozens of hands assault the boarded-up windows. The glass splinters and cracks under the relentless assault, signaling imminent collapse. In the dilapidated cabin, Lila's eyes reflect pure terror as she retreats from the sealed entrance. The scratching grows more insistent, as if some unseen horror seeks to break through, her voice trembling. Lila whispers, "They don't die. They follow me." The scratching continues, a relentless echo of the unseen presence that haunts her. An abandoned cabin stands isolated, its darkened windows hinting at unseen horrors within. Twisted figures lurk in the shadows, their glassy eyes fixed on the cabin, their faces pale. With jerky, unnatural movements, they resemble puppets controlled by unseen, tangled strings. They stare blankly into the cabin, their patience hinting at something unknown and terrifying. A low, guttural moan rises from the assembled group, echoing through the silent night. The chilling atmosphere of dread and anticipation intensifies, permeating the scene with palpable fear. In the crowded shelter, fear etches deep lines into the faces of the survivors. Colt, desperate to escape, finds his legs betraying him, hardening into stone. A horrifying cry tears through the shelter as Colt's transformation intensifies. Lila watches Colt's agonizing metamorphosis, her calm gaze unsettling amidst the chaos. Mara's desperate plea pierces the dread-filled air. If we kill her, they might stop this. The shelter is thick with tension, desperation, and dread as the survivors contemplate a terrible act. The shelter door explodes inward, heralding the arrival of the followers. Their unblinking eyes lock onto Lila, a silent promise of impending doom. Lila steps forward, a serene smile gracing her lips as she whispers, "They just want to evolve." Her skin shimmers, reflecting the dim light and disturbing patterns as she states, "You will too." One by one, the survivors succumb, their bodies twisting in grotesque transformations. Jax's veins pulse with an eerie, unnatural light, betraying the horror within. Colt's crystallized legs shatter, the sharp shards revealing the raw, bleeding flesh beneath. Screams echo through the shelter, a symphony of bone-breaking and flesh-tearing, marking the dawn of a terrifying evolution. From above, the grocery store is a scene of devastation. Shattered windows and smoke fill the air. The doors burst open, and transformed survivors stumble out, their altered bodies moving with grim purpose. They join a growing mass of mutants gathered outside, all fixated on the burning city in the distance. Lila, a figure of terrifying beauty, emerges from the store, her presence commanding and otherworldly. She leads the transformed towards the burning city, a procession of destruction and despair. The transformed are marching towards the burning city, their figures silhouetted against the fiery backdrop. Amidst the inferno, Lila guides the mutants through the burning city streets. Flames engulf buildings, casting eerie shadows on the mutants' vacant faces. Mara's voice echoes through the chaos. There is no cure. Their twisted smiles hint at a dark acceptance of their fate. The city skyline blazes, devoured by flames that dance with eerie vitality. Buildings writhe in the inferno, pulsating with an unnatural, organic life. Mara's voice echoes with cold, alien conviction. Only evolution. And evolution is contagious. The screen plunges into darkness, leaving only the chilling echo of Mara's words.